because preventing problems in the first place is the real solution to the NHS problems. UK health policy has yet to recognise that the real solution lays outside of the NHS and beyond state control.
The research was trying to give a really good framework for developing strategies that underpinned why wellbeing was important to them.
I think there are several things that make this research valuable and exciting. The first is that it brings together all of the significant research which has actually been done on wellbeing into one place, and it makes it accessible.
Well, I think the real paradigm shift is to change the way that healthcare is delivered from treatment of ill health through to moving care up front so that we prevent problems before they arise.
I'm going to pass directly to the panel in a little bit of a more formal sense so that they can tell you a little bit about these programmes. So I'm going to get them to introduce themselves. David Mobbs, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us about wellbeing programmes and why they're so important?
From my perspective, I think it's important on a number of fronts. It's not just about improving the productivity and the engagement of your people in their workplace. It's also about the UK business sector stepping up to help address some of the major challenges that face the UK in terms of health.
So one of the things that we wanted to do with the research was say, okay, so how can you make the sum of all of those individual parts add up to something which actually feels really strategic, so that the organisation can get some real traction and make sure that they are using limited resources to get the biggest bang for their buck.
Marcus alluded to it, that 20% of people do something about it, but in fairness they're the 20% of people that we don't need to target because they're doing something about it. I mean, it's that 80%. The information's there, but how do people absorb it and actually do something with it?
We all should be reminded at all times how important well-being is, not just in the workplace, but our natural lives. Well-being is the way forward. Like the doctors were explaining, there is that situation in every company, especially large corporations, where the more you do, the more you get rewarded, and therefore people are forgetting that they're also humans. And they need to sometimes slow down and relax and have just a normal life.